Have you ever stood at the edge of your own dreams and thought, maybe I'm just not good enough? Failure can make even the strongest heart question itself. It steals your voice, your courage, and sometimes your belief that you can ever try again. But what if failure wasn't meant to destroy your confidence, but to rebuild it on something unshakable? Let me tell you a story. There was once a young climber named Aaron. He had trained for years to conquer Mount Zephyr, one of the tallest and most feared peaks in the region. It wasn't just a mountain to him, it was a promise. His late brother, who had died attempting the climb, had once said, "Whoever reaches the top of Zephyr learns who they truly are." So Aaron prepared. He studied routes, built endurance, and carried his brother's compass around his neck. When the day came, he began the climb with burning determination. But halfway up, a storm struck. Fierce winds, slicing rain, freezing air. Aaron slipped on the icy rocks and fell several meters, injuring his leg. He tried to continue, but the pain and exhaustion were unbearable. Eventually, he gave up and turned back. When he reached the base, he collapsed beside the campfire, staring at the compass in shame. He whispered, "I couldn't do it. I failed him." And in that moment, his confidence shattered. Weeks passed. Aaron stopped training, stopped talking about the climb, stopped believing he had what it took. One day, an older climber named Elias found him sitting by the mountain trail, lost in thought. Elias said, "You know, I've failed on this mountain 6 times. Aaron looked at him in disbelief. "Then why keep coming back?" The old man smiled. "Because confidence isn't built on success, it's built on survival." Elias continued, "Every time I failed, I learned something new about the mountain, about my limits, about my strength. The mountain didn't beat me. It taught me." Aaron was silent for a moment, then asked, "So you're saying I should climb again?" Elias chuckled softly. "I'm saying you should climb differently. Don't chase perfection, chase progress. Don't climb to prove your worth, climb to remember it." Those words struck Aaron deeply. He began to train again, not to conquer the mountain, but to conquer the doubt inside him. This time, he didn't rush. He prepared slowly, intentionally, learning from his mistakes instead of running from them. Months later, he stood again at the mountain's base. When the storm came, he was ready. He rested when tired, adjusted when the path changed, and listened when fear whispered. And one morning, after days of struggle, he finally reached the summit. As the sun rose over the horizon, he held up his brother's compass and smiled. The needle didn't point north, it pointed home. He realized that the mountain wasn't the challenge self-belief was, and he had finally found it again. That's what rebuilding confidence after failure looks like. It's not about pretending you never fell. It's about learning to trust yourself again, one step at a time. Failure doesn't make you weak. Staying down does. But when you choose to rise again, slower, wiser, and humbler, that's when confidence becomes real. So if you've fallen, don't stare at the ground. Look back up at your mountain. Because the person who gets up after falling is always stronger than the one who never fell at all. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear that their failures don't define them. Their courage does. Climb again. Believe again. The summit is waiting for you.